you've textured your milk correctly, you shouldn't need a spoon to pour. You should be able to have the right amount of foam in the jug and just pour it all into your cup. So remember to always keep your milk spinning until just before you pour. And then you want to pour right into the center of the crema and just move the jug around in a circular motion to mix the crema and the foam together as the cup fills to about 3/4. That's called setting the crema. Then just lean forward in the center and create a nice white circle. That'll keep crema all the way around the outside of the cup, so your customer's going to taste coffee and not just milk. When you're pouring a single cup, it's best to texture milk out of a small jug and pour from that jug. Then you'll have very minimal wastage. But when you're using a small jug, it does heat up quite quickly because there's not much milk in it. So that can be a bit tricky. Some people prefer to start with the next size up, the 600ml jug. When you're using this one, this is ideal for 2 coffees usually, or if you're making one, you'll have a little bit of wastage left over. And then it's important to know how to split your foam so both cups get the foam that they need. If I'm making 2 lattes, for example, I want to remember that they both need the same amount of foam. Foam will always come out of the jug first, so it's best to grab your first latte, fill it up about halfway, encouraging the foam out of the jug, and stop. Then grab your second latte and fill it up all the way, remembering to tilt your jug forward and really encourage the foam to come out. Then what I have in my jug left is mostly just milk, no foam. Go back to the first cup and fill it up to the top. I should have 2 lattes with the exact same amount of foam and very little milk left in my jug. When you're pouring a cappuccino on a flat white, remember the cappuccino needs all the foam. So with the foam coming out of the jug first, you want to pour the cappuccino first. Remember to tilt the jug forward towards the end and really get all that foam into your cap. Then there should be much less foam in your jug and the flat white can have whatever's left over. You want just enough foam in the flat white to keep the crema on the surface. Finally, dust your cappuccino with chocolate. Another splitting technique that will become useful when you go to learn latte art is splitting, instead of into the cup, into a separate jug or a split jug. If you're going to split into a split jug, you need to make sure it's warm. Instead of pouring half a cup into the first latte, pour that half into your split jug. Lean the jug forward, really get some foam out, and put it to the side. Now I can fill up 1 cup all the way. Now I have foamy milk in 1 jug and quite flat milk in the other. Put it all back together. Give it a good swirl so it all moves together again, and fill the second cup. And now I have 2 identical lattes again. Now that you've seen some good pours, we'll have a look at some common mistakes. So, if you don't have enough foam in your jug, and you go to pour, you'll often lose a lot of the crema, and your latte may come out very flat. Another common mistake is that there's too much foam in the jug. So when you pour, you'll end up with a very foamy latte. Another common mistake people make is they pour too quickly and they white out all the crema, so they lose that good coffee flavour. Now that you've seen the good and bad techniques in pouring, it's really important that you work on your technique to get it right. You want to keep the crema on the surface and all the way around the rim of the cup so the customer can taste the coffee, not just the milk. And you want to make sure you've got the right amount of foam for the coffee you're pouring. And if need be, split it between the different coffees you're making.